What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. Thank you so much for joining me today as we review the top Pokemon card auctions of the week. If you haven't already, and I'm going to be including a lot of these in this week's auction recap, but check out my top 10 most expensive alternate art Pokemon card video if you haven't already. I think you'd really enjoy it because we are about to go over a lot of those cards, a lot of other modern cards, sealed products, you name it. You know how we roll. Folks, I'm on my way to 20,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button to show your support. And don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy Pokemon card auctions. And a free and easy way to support the channel is to use my eBay affiliate link below. If you do any shopping on eBay, it would give me a small kickback, and I would really appreciate that, so thank you so much for also doing that. Alright folks, that's enough of the spiel. Let's get right into these auctions of the week, starting out with some awesome alternate artwork cards, starting with this Raichu and Alolan Raichu GX from Unified Minds that in PSA 10 sold this week for $173. And then we also saw this beautiful Zeraora V alternate art from Chilling Reign that sold as a Gem Mint 10 for $242. Here is a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX from Battle Styles. This is probably by far the most expensive Urshifu from the set that PSA 10 sold for $134 this week. We also saw from Evolving Skies this Dragonite V sell for $310. And then this Latios and Latios GX card from Team Up Set just seems to get more and more expensive every time I see it in auction. This week, one sold as a PSA 10 for $810. And then we also saw from Fusion Strike this beautiful Espeon VMAX alternate artwork in PSA 10 that sold for $330. Espeon, Mew, and the Gengar are the top three Pokemon from the set for sure. Alright, let's get into some Brilliant Stars graded cards. Here is a Luminion V alternate art in PSA 10 that sold for $143. I've yet to see this card come by in auction, so that was kind of cool. We saw an Arceus V from Brilliant Stars sell for $167. And then, of course, the Charizard V alternate art that sold as a Gem Mint 10 this week for $520. And we might as well cover the other Charizards from this set. Here's a Charizard V full art in PSA 10 that sold for $220. And then the Charizard V Star Rainbow Rare sold this week for $460. A couple more interesting modern sales. Here is a Lily's Full Force Full Art Trainer card that sold as a PSA 10. This is from Cosmic Eclipse for $149. And I believe in the Sun and Moon era, this is probably the weakest Lily card you're going to see. Of course, the Lily from Ultra Prism is the most expensive, probably followed up by the Lily from Sun and Moon base set, and then this one right here. All three of them are awesome and pretty pricey when you think about it. And then here I saw a Mega Alakazam EX, a pretty awesome card in PSA 10. This is from Fates Collide set, and it only sold for $56.69, so not much love this week for the Mega Pokemon, I guess. And then here we have a BGS 10 Pristine Flying Pikachu VMAX from Celebration set that sold for $80. It's interesting because a lot of these BGS 10 modern cards are pretty comparable in price to the PSA 10 copy. You really gotta kind of land that black label to get the super duper premium price for modern cards, it seems, but still, $80 is $80. And then here we saw a Special Delivery Pikachu come by again. We haven't covered this card in a while. This card sold as a PSA 10 for $470. And then a Charizard GX Rainbow Rare from Burning Shadows sold this week for $2,201. A couple of Evolutions Hollows. Here's a Hollow Ninetales that sold for only $51, while the holographic Zapdos only sold for $46. So it's interesting because the Hollow Chansey from this set is a four-figure card. We've seen that in the past with only a population of like 2. So, which goes to show you that population certainly does matter, especially when you're talking about modern sets. Up next, we have a bunch of vintage cards, specifically Hollows from Neo Destiny set. A lot of these are unlimited Neo Destiny Hollows. Here is a Dark Ampharos in PSA 10 that sold for $290. Also a pretty low pop card. I'm surprised it only went for that much. But we have a Dark Gengar here, also unlimited, that sold for $515. A Dark Scizor sold for $510. The Light Arcanine, the light Pokemon from the set usually fetch the premium, light Azumarill aside. The Light Arcanine sold this week for $1,225, while a Light Togetic sold for $3,450. And if you're wondering why an unlimited Light Togetic would sell for that much, it's only a pop 1 of 7, I think. So very tough to get a PSA 10 copy of this card. couple of Shining cards. Here's a Shining Kabutops Unlimited that sold for only $523. Thought that was a pretty good deal. Along with the Shining Steelix that sold for $580 this week. We also saw a first edition Shining Steelix sell for $1,126. And then we saw an unlimited Shining Charizard sell for $3,900, while the first edition example sold for $9,611. A couple of cards from Neo Genesis. Here is an Ampharos first edition holo that sold for $560. Probably the easiest and most populated PSA 10 from Neo Genesis as far as holos go. And then we saw a Togetic first edition holo sell for $1,475. And lastly, for Neo Genesis, here's a first edition Meganium number 11 that sold as a PSA 10 for $1,375. I was actually bidding on this, and it was really, really shady. I don't know, maybe it wasn't shady. If you take a look at the bidding history, it has it as private bidding, and I don't think that's ever necessary. It's very sketchy when I see that, because then you can't see any like suspicious bidding patterns. I don't know. I feel like there's no need to have a private bidding going on there, but yeah, so. And it's funny because like 5 days before this card ended, it was like already at the ending price of $1,375. Like the price never went up from there, so it was kind of shady. I passed on this Meganium even though I need it for my collection. We had a holographic Espeon from Neo Discovery. Espeon's rookie card, unlimited, but still magnificent, sold for $1,150. A Venusaur holo. Oh, this picture's hurting my eyes. This holo unlimited Venusaur from base set sold for $1,302. Another one sold this week for $1,327. So, you got a $25 premium for the better picture taken, it looks like. From Jungle Set, we have the first edition Scyther holo in PSA 10, sold for $2,100. And Scyther is just the embodiment of Jungle Set, really, if you ask me. A couple of low-tier holos from the E-Series. From Expedition Set, we saw a holo Kingler sell for $405. A holographic Kabutops from Skyridge sold for only $383. And then the holo Nidoqueen from Skyridge sold for $480. So these are definitely the lower costing holos from these E-Series sets. And then only one sealed product auction that I could find come by, and it is this lot of sealed vintage theme decks, which include, I think, all of the Gym Heroes and all of Gym Challenge, sold by none other than TCA Gaming for the grand total of $1,975. Alright, on to a PWCC weekly auction recap, starting with this Gengar EX from Fire Red Leaf Green that sold for $1,770. This beautiful Mewtwo holo from Expedition sold for an even $3,000 this week. And then this holo Blastoise from Expedition Set also sold for an even $3,000. Easily one of the best Blastoise cards of all time, I think. What do you think? We had a Metagross Gold Star from EX Delta Species sell as a PSA 10 for $3,720. And then a Charizard holo from EX Crystal Guardian sold for $5,520. Here we saw a 2010 Suicune Japanese promo card in PSA 10 that sold for $7,500. Along with this full art Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX that sold as a PSA 10 for $9,300. This is the Charizard HR winner. This is not your standard Japanese set card, so that's why it's fetching the premium that you see there. We also saw a Crystal Lugia from Aquapolis set sell for $8,400. And then a couple of first edition base set holos. Here's a Raichu that sold for $11,100. The first edition Ninetales sold for $11,100 as well. A first edition Clefairy sold for $11,700. And then a first edition Hitmonchan sold for $13,200. And the auction of the week, I'm going to have to go back to eBay on this one, is this Error Dark Dragonite first edition card, which it features the number 5 on the bottom, but no holographic to go along with it, if you didn't know. Got the BGS 9.5 and sold this week for $11,300. Now, it's very interesting because I think next week in Golden Auctions, we're seeing this card come through as a PSA 10, and I can only imagine it's going to go for even more than this, so that'll be interesting to see where that ends at. That's it, folks. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much. I love doing these auctions of the week. I love keeping an eye on the market. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. And that's all I got for you, folks. I'll see you very soon. Thank you.